Match that we got against that BS random ass deck where he was given a bad game 1 and then a perfect game 2 and game 3. And in true Magic style, we're not given cards to use here. We're just given terrible opening hands, then no land hands, then terrible hands again. Look at this. Well, let's put you and you to the bottom. Screw it, because you know Magic's not going to give us a land, and this guy's going to have 3 Footfalls. I swear to Christ, if we end up in a situation where literally all we play is bloody Cascade decks, I'm gonna resign to being a purely... Okay, this looks like potentially Zoo, I guess. I'm okay with his... Oh no, it's Teamer, so it could just be another Cascade deck. Okay. Okay. Yes, he's going to shock in to tap down the land, so he is literally just... Yep, this is another Cascade deck. Oh my god, are you serious? Yeah, I literally don't care, dude. You're rhinos, I get it. Okay, so we need Lavinia now, probably forever in Magic. Yeah, Lavinia hates on Cascade spells because if they Cascade when she's on the battlefield, it's basically if they didn't play any mana to cast a spell, it gets countered. So it hates on a lot of like the Cascade abilities and other stuff. Right. Okay. At least if it's rhinos, I can respect rhinos because like that's a genuine clock. But if it's just this Warp World shit again, I'll be just done. Okay. Crashing Footfalls, you know, we can. Yeah, just play on.
Granny, I got the job.
How wonderful!
And they're paying what I asked for.
Oh, well negotiated.
Like a pro.
Get the job you want at the pay you deserve.
So, do they have another Cascade spell for another Rhino? No, they're just suspending the existing one. Oh, I didn't have... Oh my god, I'm so upset with myself because I just realized that I do not have the mana. Oh, dear, 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 dear me. Okay, green, white, it's Glittering Wish. What is our answer to 2 rhinos in Glittering Wish? Culling Ritual is a very good answer to that. I forgot Culling Ritual was a card. But they have Force of Negation in this deck, don't they? Let's have a look. Yep. Archmage's Charms, Force of Negations, Cryptic Commands. We will never resolve a spell that will actually save us from this ability. Oh no, they also have another Violent Outburst to double Rhino. Well, we'll do it now. White, black. Get rid of one of the rhinos. Force of negation. Oh my god, there was no force of negation. I actually feel surprised because, you know, freaking that card should not exist since all the BS combo decks were removed from Magic. You know? Okay. Green, black. Let's Weather Balloon Command. Gain some life back. We know you're holding a counter spell, so we're just gonna. Yep, there's another Cascade ability gone. You can play another land, pass the turn. Is this another Vanishing Verse, white, black? Try for it. Then let's just get another card down. Pass the turn. He suspended 2 copies of his Crashing Footfalls, so we don't have to worry about some rhinos for a while. Oh, there's Fury, as always. Looking through this deck here, seeing all the reasons why we hate the current modern metagame. Well, it should be wrong. Fury doesn't affect this match so much because obviously Niv and like a lot of our effects are bigger than dealing with him. I'm dealing with him, but honestly, I feel that we got 2 free turns. If I drop this, it doesn't hit this. You know what? We could just go for Bloodbraid, and there's also the. Oh, Roderick. I don't think anything in that deck hits Roderick. Bloodblade's a clock, so is Roderick if we draw something. You know what, we get the general. We like the general. And I believe a lot of their answers are monocolored. Hoping that they burn counter magic here. They did not. Interesting. Oh, do they have another Cascade spell? No? Wait, no, we can't 6 for this turn. We need to wait. They had another one. Unbelievable. Okay. And they did not play their. They did not play their. Bone Crusher, which inevitably means that they must be holding another counterspell, Force of Negation, or effect like that. If we cast a Niv, we get a blocker at least. So, what's their options here? Archmage's Charm, more than likely. Yeah, you know what? Let's just get it out of their hand here. Blue and green. Our only hope is that maybe they've got a Force of Negation. If they have a Force of Negation, it can't counter the Niv. Oh, yeah. Might be it then. Or Brazen Borrow potentially as well could be a problem. Huh. My luck recently with modern hits with Niv is so terrible. I am really starting to miss playing Pioneer. Oh, they haven't. What? Oh, Dead and Gone. Yeah, I forgot they. Okay, so. It could be Dead to. Oh no, they just have Fury because, yep, that's, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Modern. Such a fun format. It's a shame that the once mighty Titan has now fallen because this card exists and would have stopped anything that we did. Yeah, I think I will actually announce. There was part of me that was literally sitting around going, do I go just straight into playing nothing but part of me wanted to just go nothing but Pioneer, because at least Pioneer is like a balanced and actually fun format, because Modern right now is just literally which Modern Horizon 2 cards or Modern Horizon 1 cards completely wreck your face without you getting to play Magic. And I apologise to anyone who really enjoys this format, because I understand one of the biggest entries problems that a lot of people had with the original Modern was it was so hard for certain players, newer players, to get into originally. So because obviously like you couldn't afford fetch lands or like a lot of the staples, like back in the day when Goblin Guide was the only viable burn creature and it cost like £40 a copy, I think, at one point, because it was ridiculous. But yeah, it's yeah, I like the idea of Modern Horizons, and I think what Modern Horizons did for certain tribes and certain like things like making Fob to Sword more viable was absolutely amazing. But the biggest, well, the 100% truth of it is that the biggest problem we have is that they just push mythics to make them see play, and they end up like shattering formats wide open and resulting in formats that just people do not want to play. Well, I don't personally want to play. As I said before, like I've said many times before, I just do not enjoy when. It's one of my biggest gripes with certain board games. Is I do not enjoy concealed, unattainable information. What I mean by that is, if an opponent taps out, there should not be a response. If I have forced them in their turn to use their resources to then redeploy a better threat, it should not, you know, have, it should not come down to did, you know, it should, our whole, I don't even know how to say this now. My biggest, like I said, my biggest gripe is just if the game is in a situation where we cannot have perfect information. For example, like there's no way I can deploy any of my spells now because he has blue, so he could have Force of Negation. So as I said before, that means that in my eyes now there's literally no reason to actually play spells, because the odds are he'll just negate anything that's not a creature. And any creatures I deploy, with the exception of General and Kavu, because they're the only ones that can still make the cut, they literally get folded in half by Fury the red mythic they had to push because they wanted everyone to open these packs. Okay, he's going to Cascade. And I will counter the spell. Okay, if he has another Cascade, could be in trouble. He's on 11. He has to block here. We need this untapped to deploy the General. Or we deployed the Kavu. If we deploy the Kavu, we can hold up the Vanishing Verse. Alright, hold on, let's go to combat first and see what they do. So we need an answer. So we need to discard that. Was not a good answer, but it does give us a Niv next turn. So if we just deploy the General now, oh yeah, I forgot he has Crashing Footfalls coming down the turn after next. He could also just have another. Okay. Right, we need to force the issue here. Let's go for combat with the 5/5. See this? So if we go for the attack here, and we force him to use his spells, let's exile the card from his graveyard. Let's get rid of the Crashing Footfalls. We still can't actually like win by a deployment of effects because, for all we know. Okay, so let's just play another Kavu, create a 4/4. You could just tap out for the. Okay, that's fine. So now we mill 3 cards and have him lose 3 life, gain 3 life. And then we can redeploy. Yeah. Alright, that made enough attackers to deal with it. We had a good clock there, and the fact that we got up to a 5/5 that probably survived the Fury that he was holding in his hand. I know there's no way to prove that he had a Fury in his hand, but it was pretty obvious to me that he had a Fury in his hand. We'll get rid of the Colligan's Command actually for the Unmoored Ego. I think would be a better play. Literally having a counterspell. We are going to have to go up in the number of counterspells if these decks are more meta than we're expecting. However, the fact that we're running into this deck as a lose deck. Okay, we can get a turn 2 free. That can kill something. It's not the best, but it's acceptable. The consistency I get my basics is very concerning. Like, I don't want to remove my basics because I know I can now, like, the inclusion of the land that is also incidentally a way to just incidentally get rid of. Okay, that is annoying because that Triome is literally all 3 basic untaps we already have. Literally, it's Forest from the Ketra and Godless Shrine together. This, though, changes things. So, we need red, white. Okay. There is nothing that gives us an amazing one here. We need definitely a black or white and a red or a green. So let's get the Overgrown Tomb. Now if we force him to basically hit us with a counter spell or a Fury here, I'm okay with that. Like I said, I'm 90% sure this gets Furied. Cascade into Footfalls. Let's see if they brought in anything special. No, just more Furies and more counters and everything that slows this deck down. Okay, so let's play this tapped. We go up to 5. Let's draw a card. Let's make him think that we're looting. Okay, we're gonna discard the Triome, draw another land, see how he blocks. Oh, that is beautiful. Okay. Abrupt Decay, this one. That takes out the other one. You got greedy there. Okay, he has another Cascade into double Rhino, and single red mana could be anything. Dang it! Why am I flooding when I don't need to flood? Let's discard the Godless Shrine. And we draw an Is It Charm. Oh, he's taking the damage. Interesting. So to be 8, 10, 12. If he has the required burn, it could be bad. So damage to this. Red. I mean, if he has got Bone Crusher, oh no, it's 5. So we could just play Fury here. Would not destroy us, but it would make our lives harder. He's probably got counter magic on the field right now. Yeah, he's just going to be holding something that's going to counter this, right? Vanishing Verse could deal with 1. Yeah, we got to hold back. I mean, our best bet is to just deploy, if they have a counter though. Mystic Dispute, they could have anything. Okay, we'll just go here. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Basically, if he draws a way to deal with the Carvu, we've lost. Yay! More of the fun effects. Well, this one I suppose isn't too bad, but yes, we have lost now because Cascade is backed up by freaking free counter spells, which will forever make it so we can't play true Magic. Let's go to game 3 and see if we can find a deck that's not built around bullshit.